Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
It's Friday.
It is. I'm beginning to think that horizontal stripes weren't a good idea.
Oh, please. You look fantastic.
I cannot keep my hands out of the fridge.
Well, that's kind of happening to me, too. Yeah. It's just one of those things. But you know what? We want to start off this Friday with more proof that Tom Hanks may just be the nicest man on the planet. Because
he's incredible.
He's incredible. He just exudes warmth. And listen to this story. So there's an 8-year-old boy from Australia. He wrote to Tom Hanks because he says he's being bullied because of his name. And in a letter, he asked if they're okay because he had heard that Tom Hanks and his wife Rita had had coronavirus, which they recovered from. But he also said that he's being bullied because his name is Corona. So listen to a little of the letter.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Hank, my name is Corona. I heard on the news you and your wife have caught the coronavirus. Are you okay?
Oh, that's well, okay. So Hanks wrote back saying, "You're the only person I know named Corona, which means ring around the sun, a crown." And he also sent Corona a vintage Corona typewriter, which we've seen in some of his
and he
pictures.
collects typewriters, Tom Hanks does. And then he told the boy, ask a grown-up how to use it, write him back, and he signed off, "You've got a friend in me."
Oh.
Doesn't that just make you, I mean,
So
oh my gosh.
He is. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
If only we could have gotten him on PTL when he was here.
I know. If only we tried.
If only.
He and Jason Momoa just slipped through our fingers somehow.
Although we were persistent, we really were.
We really, we tried. All right, YouTube. Celebrating a big anniversary. Do you ever check out YouTube and sort of get hooked to it? It was 15 years ago yesterday that they posted the first video, and I looked up the first video. This is it, Heather.
Yeah, me at the zoo.
Me at the zoo. It's just some guy talking about elephants. I mean, it's really not riveting or anything.
Where is this guy now, I wonder?
I don't know. Now, see, that's who we should look up. Find out what has happened to him.
So you spend a lot of time on YouTube?
You know what? It's one of those things that if you start watching one video and then they know the type of then the next one pops up. Yeah. And I'm such a news nerd. Like I watch newscasts from the 70s and 80s.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
But
I watch musical things too. I mean, do you watch YouTube?
No. Oh. My kids do. My kids do.
Okay.
I don't find, but I do get stuck on TikTok, which is kind of the same thing. It's the videos that just keep popping up.
Yeah,
and you just watch
they
over and over
feed
again.
you another one. It's like when you're binge watching stuff and the next video starts to load and they leave you with a real cliffhanger right at the end and then you're ready to go.
I love those little time wasters though.
Yeah, it's true.
They're great.
It is fun.
They are great.
All right, it's Friday, and that means we are going to answer your questions. It's our Friday free-for-all, and we have a lot of questions to get to this week.
We had like 3 dozen questions after we got off the show yesterday and announced that it was our Friday free-for-all and posted it. So we got a lot of questions yesterday.
We appreciate it, yeah.
And the first one comes from Rebecca. She says, do you have a cookbook showcasing recipes on PTL? We think that's a great idea. We don't right now.
No, in fact, we've talked about this before, and we want to try to do this for the fall and raise money for the Turkey Fund, for the KDKA Turkey Fund. So hopefully we can do it because, you think of all the great people we've had on the show who made absolutely delicious things, and it would be a great idea,
I think this is awesome.
Yeah.
Would you guys at home, write us in. Tell us if you would buy the cookbook. I think that we should do this.
Yes, Rebecca, brilliant idea. We applaud you. All right, Julie's asking, can you give a shout out to my mom? She's 78, still delivering Meals on Wheels 2 days a week and making masks for people at the same time.
Aww.
So we do want to give her a shout out. Her name is Patricia McDonough. Good job, Patricia. Keep it up.
Hi, Mom. Okay. Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to Mom.
All right, and so Kimberly, this is for you, David. She says that she was wondering how your dad is doing during this difficult time.
Oh, thank you for asking, Kimberly. Yeah, he's doing okay. I mean, he, like the rest of us, the feeling of being cooped up, I think, gets to you. But we have some wonderful folks that stop in and take care of him. And his neighbor, Kathy, made pierogies not too long ago, which was wonderful. And yeah, so he's hanging in. Thanks for asking, Kimberly.
That's a great picture of you two, too.
Thank you. Yeah, that's in Indiana, PA, where he had a shoe store for many years.
Oh, okay. Cindy writes in, she says, I love the pictures of everyone in their face masks, but the majority are wearing them upside down. She says the pleats should open downward and not up.
Oh, that's interesting. The pleats go down.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, we're gonna talk about
down-
this mask later, but the pleats go downward. The pleats go downward on the outside or on the inside?
She's gonna have to tell us. It just
We're gonna
says
have a follow-up with Cindy. Okay. All right. Vicky's asking, Heather and David, what is your favorite concert that you have attended?
Oh, I went to Lady Gaga years ago, and she is a phenomenal performer. But my first concert was probably the most memorable, which was a No Doubt when I was in seventh
Oh, no
grade.
doubt. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is great. My mom took me in, 3 of my friends.
See, I have to name 2 too.
Okay, what
so
are yours?
last year, Celine Dion, we talked about this on the show because we saw her in Vegas. It was an emotional experience. I don't care if you don't like Celine Dion, even if you don't like her, you go to one of her concerts, she puts it all out there. She is ready to entertain you. And then I would say one of my early concerts was U2 in Denver with some buddies skiing. And it was just so cool.
Yeah.
It was just like a stadium kind of concert, and it was my first stadium concert, and you were like, "Ooh, I'm one of the cool kids."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so good question. All right, Kathy is asking, why did Ron shave his goatee? And we actually have photographic evidence of the transformation of Ron
this
Smiley's face.
In between hours, he was goateed.
What?
In the morning news, and then shaved before PTL.
Oh, he's just messing with people. My dad used to do that. He would shave off his mustache and see how long it would take for Mom to notice.
How long usually did it take her?
Oh, weeks.
There's something not right here.
Right. But why did Ron shave it off? Do
He
you
said
know?
he was bored.
Oh, okay.
He said he was bored and he wanted a new look, and why not, and
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Okay, well, we've answered your question, Kathy.
I wonder what would happen if you shaved. I don't know if I would recognize you. I'm so
I
used
would
to
look
you with facial
entirely
hair.
different.
You would. You would. Darla asks, do you guys like playing any board games or putting puzzles together? Do you?
I do like puzzles. I mean, I remember puzzles at like grandma's house.
Yeah.
You know, like going and doing puzzles there. But we love the board game. It's called Wise or Otherwise, where like you have to guess what the real saying is, and then everyone else who's playing makes up a saying. And
It would be terrible.
oh no, we should play this on the show. It would be so good. What about you? Do you guys do board games?
Frankie and I love playing Sequence.
I've heard of that, but I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
It's kind of a card game, but it's a board game.
Okay.
So you play with cards on a board. But we love playing that. We actually have been keeping track for, I don't even know how many years now of who's won.
Well, that's competition.
Yeah.
You keep the tally running year to year.
I will tell you that he has won more games than me, but I had a good streak going for a couple years.
I have to discover what that is.
It's a good game. It's fun.
All right, this next question is for Heather. Heather, or Darlene is asking, Heather, I love your shoes. How many pair do you own, and do you have an absolute favorite?
I have not that many pairs, but I do.
Those right there.
Oh, I do
Are
love
those your
these
favorites?
shoes. These are newish. I don't have that many. Frankie has more shoes than me.
Oh, yeah, Frankie does love his
collects
shoes.
sneakers. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he keeps them for years and years. I probably have, these are my red shoes.
Oh, look at them. They're getting a close-up of your shoes.
I don't know. I probably buy myself a new pair of shoes like once a year.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel.
You feel
I'm a
guilty
mom. I
buying
feel guilty
shoes?
buying myself stuff, except if I'm at Target.
Okay. Well, they do have shoes at Target.
They do.
Yeah. All right. Next question is from David. Instead of calling the show Pittsburgh Today Live, were there any other names chosen before?
And
we asked Jill, and not for this new version of Pittsburgh Today Live, but you will remember, if you were a longtime Pittsburgher, Pittsburgh Today, with the two is a two.
can we redo this?
Oh, wouldn't this be fun?
You know, have you seen those pictures where people recreate the pictures of when
Yes.
they were kids to give to their moms later on? Can we put?
This
we'll get
would be-
Selena in the aerobic outfit because I can totally see. Right?
I love
I
that
can see-
idea.
This is so fun.
That
Okay.
could be so much fun. And of course, Patrice King Brown you saw right there.
I-
We love her.
We love her. All right, I want to get to this question because I have some news for you. Okay, Colleen asks, are there any shows you're binge watching with the shelter at home order? We are. We're watching Crown, and we've just finished up Ozarks, which I thought was great. But did you know, David, that Hulu now has the Golden Girls?
What?
Like, you could start from season 1 and wrap
And
it
just
up.
keep watching. I wonder, how many seasons is it? Is it 7 or 8 seasons?
I think there were like 100 and some episodes. I just heard
Okay.
it.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. We've been watching Grace and Frankie, which I keep
is
calling
cute.
Frankie and Johnny. I don't know why I keep screwing up the name.
It's Frankie and
it's
Grace.
Frankie and Grace. It's not Grace and Frankie? Do I have no...
It is a really
That's the
cute
show we're
though.
watching. I mean, I may not have the name right, but that's what we've been watching. Yeah. All right. Do we have another question? We have another question. Dawn is saying, just want you to know that the Pittsburgh Zoo has a penguin named Dog. So we have a dog named Penguin, but the zoo has a penguin named Dog. So we've reached out to the zoo. I wrote to the zoo yesterday, and I'm waiting for a response back because we want to see a picture of Dog, the penguin.
This is so funny. We have to get them to meet someday in the future.
Yes. Oh,
One day.
kismet.
All right. So all week long, we've been asking you to show us your masks. And before we get to that, we want to show you ours.
Yeah, in fact, so a viewer named Phil Clark sent us these masks. He says he has made more than 500 of them. 100 went to his sister, who is a nurse. His goal is to make 1,000. So thank you for thinking of these. And these are really well made.
They are. Pleats down.
Pleats down.
Laces out.
Okay, all right, yeah.
You've
Now
ever
we
seen
know
Ace
how we have to do
Ventura.
it. Wait, like this. Okay. All right, and anyway, you have sent us your pictures too, so we want to see some of your creative masks because you guys have been doing great. And the first picture we want to show is from Menetil. And anyhow, they used to live in Pittsburgh. They live now in Alabama, but they still watch Pittsburgh Today Live, and they made these masks, and they wanted to share the pictures, so thank you.
And Candy sent us this picture, and it's a creative use for Crown Royal bags. You know, when you get, if you buy a bottle of the Crown Royal, you get this purple bag.
Right, and it's so soft.
It is so
I always
soft.
feel bad throwing those away, because what can you use them for? Well, they've found a use.
A face mask.
All right, next up is 2.5-year-old Wyatt.
Aw.
Renee sent us this. He loves his mask, by the way. He likes to wear it. His grandma made it for him.
So cute.
Yeah.
And kids younger than 2 do not have to wear masks.
That's true.
So he is in that age range. Okay, Michelle sent us this of a bumblebee mask, and the bumblebee theme continues with the glasses.
I love it. Yeah.
Very
well, thank
cute.
you for sharing because they've all been great masks. And go to our Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page, and you can see even more pictures because we just ran out of time. We can't show them all.
We have so many pictures.
Yeah. Well, coming up, we are checking in with our PTL pup, Penguin. He's joining us from home to show us his newest project. And it turns out Penguin is an artiste. He is making these paw prints and giving them away with love to his fans. You know who you are. And he will show us how you can make them too, so you can create them with your own dogs.
I don't think Kevin's going to sit through that, but very cute.
I can't see Kevin doing it, no.
Something else people are doing at home, baking bread. It's a big trend right now. So coming up, Selena Pompiani gets tips from a professional baker on how to create the perfect loaf at home with a takeout kit.
And in honor of today's National Arbor Day holiday, we're going to get 5 tips to make sure the trees in your yard are healthy, and we're going to learn how to keep them that way. Plus, laughs with Tammy Pescatelli and indoor gardening with Doug Oster. It is all ahead on this rainy Friday morning, April 24th. Thank you for watching Pittsburgh Today Live.